We live in a society of fucking losers. We really do. We are living in a society of not just not just losers. We are living in a society of both losers, retards, and fucking degenerates. And when I mean degenerates, I don't mean that in the derogatory sense of the term. No, I mean that literally. I feel like people are literally degenerating. People are getting stupider by the fucking day. Because no matter how fucking hard you put your passion into your own work, no matter how dedicated you are to your craft, people are not gonna give a shit, because people would much rather consume the most stupid, most fucking retarded, low-level slop on this fucking platform instead of, maybe, just maybe, putting the effort in trying to find something that is at least remotely decent. Look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm a fucking gooner. I draw gooner shit. I draw gooner art mostly for fun, sometimes for profit. But I do gooner art for the love of the game. I do gooner art because it is an art form in of itself and should be treated as such, or at the very least, should be respected as such. And if you're a gooner artist, I know what it feels like making something you're passionate about, only for your work that you have put so much effort and dedication to is either treated as something to mindlessly consume, or something that gets hated on for simply existing. And God forbid if you want to do something that is more than just gooner shit. If you do that, you still get shit on either way, or worse, nobody gives a fuck. But you know what? At the very least, with those people who hate gooner art, they're usually honest about the fact that they hate it in general. But the ones who mindlessly consume it? Oh my god, they're so much fucking worse! Jesus Christ! But seriously, those people suck absolute balls! They don't even deserve to suck any balls at all, for that matter. Because God forbid you have any interests of your own, you have different views or beliefs, and, or maybe, just maybe, you don't want to draw hot women all the time. Sometimes, maybe, you want to draw hot men as well. Not just because you're horny, but because you're a human being. And they hate you for that. They hate the fact that you are a person with feelings, with emotions, with any semblance of intelligence. But most importantly, they hate you for the fact that maybe you don't want to be a goddamn loser and, you just want to touch grass more often. Regardless of your gender, they hate you if you are a gooner that is gay or bi or trans or even fucking black sometimes. Yeah, racism and goonerism, for lack of a better term, is unfortunately a thing now. Fuck, they'll hate you if you are straight and you don't have a problem with men getting it on with other men. Sometimes they'll even hate you for being a straight woman who also isn't afraid of being horny. Because those people are the most misogynistic and misandrist people you will ever see in your life. Because they don't really give a fuck about men at all. Because that would require caring about men of any orientation. They only give a fuck about themselves. They will gladly throw other straight men under the bus if you don't agree with their incredibly narrow view of what is considered attractive. These people use your gooner art as a crutch, as a coping mechanism, as a shield to justify their hollow existence as a bunch of dregs of society who make their desire to breed a woman their entire identity. These people would have been the village idiot centuries ago, but now they are actively making civilization worse for everyone. Because these are the people who benefit from the societal rot that is brought on by the very people in the upper echelons of society who are making the world worse than it already is. And is gonna make it even worse with generative AI that will undeniably replace you as an artist and be thrown to the wayside like fucking trash. These people are really not that different from the people at the top. The only difference is that they are rich enough to go to Epstein Island and worship their almighty god Baal. That's it. I may not be a super religious person, but I'm inclined to believe that we live in a society ruled by demonic people that are spreading their demonic energy to the worst people imaginable. The types that would not be that different from a serial killer or a school shooter to basically ruin your life because they are not like us. We have gone soft as a society, and these fucking monsters are taking advantage of that. No, I don't think empathy is a sin. Fuck that shit. But your empathy should have limits. And for once in your life, stop being a snowflake and take a stand against these pedophile protector billionaires and their chud cronies. And I hate using that fucking term chud because the internet always has to ruin everything. They ruined a word from a title of a pretty awesome movie. But that's a whole nother can of worms I'm not gonna open right now. And I don't care if this is too political for you. That time of not wanting to make things political is long gone. That ship has sailed a long fucking time ago. Politics have fucking failed us, regardless of your own politics. This is a matter of freedom versus control. And those motherfuckers don't care about censorship. They really don't. Nor do they care about losing their rights as a person, as long as your own work is censored and you lose your rights. Especially your own right to live. If you are a gooner artist who is gay or queer or an immigrant, or just a straight person who is not a total bigot, arm yourselves. The Second Amendment exists for a reason, because guns don't kill people. People kill people. Institutions kill people. And those fuckers may not kill you. But the government that they blindly support or are totally indifferent to will. And it'll be too late for you to realize that. There is no one coming to save us. We can only save ourselves. Fuck losers, fuck the billionaires, and fuck AI for that matter. And if you support any of those, or turn a blind eye to them, fuck you too.